Kanye West gonna do for black people? What is his whole campaign? What do we know about it? What has he said? What has he ever really done? What's up, wild YouTube? It is your boy Off the Rail, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here to discuss a very important topic. In November, and I know with everything that's going on in the world, like Corona, Black Lives Matter been going on to me, but I guess it's new to y'all. I don't know. But all the different things that are going on, we have kind of forgotten, and that kind of points towards a conspiracy theory that I will discuss if you guys comment that you want me to discuss that. But I'm not gonna waste my time if you're not gonna watch the video. So anyways, in November we're voting. Most people my age, like most people that I grew up with, like older, I don't think anybody younger than me will be able to vote. But in my grade, because I'm class of 2021, in my grade and up can vote. So we can vote now. You know, our Democratic representative is Joe Biden, and our Republican representative, or well, I don't think it's called a representative, I think it's something else, candidate. So our Democratic candidate is Joe Biden, and our Republican candidate is Donald Trump. And we also have someone, you know, we have other parties like the Green Party, Libertarian Party, all those other parties, but they usually never even get voted in, so that's besides the point. With that being said, there are still there's someone else that I don't know where he's going or what party he's thinking of doing, but his name, and you know, he's very popular. His name is Kanye West. Kanye West is running for presidential office in 2020. And it's lots of controversy, lots of conversation around this. I know there was Chance the Rapper saying that people were racist for not voting for him. I know that Masika, I just call her Masika, I don't know her last name, was saying she was going to vote for him, and then she said she wasn't because of his mental health. The question basically that I brought you here for is whether to or to not vote for Kanye West. Now, within voting, we have to establish a couple of things. In America, voting is something called electoral vote, which basically means winner takes all. So if, say where I live, I'm not going to say where I live, but there's two major cities. If those two major cities, I always thought that I was voting for a reason. I always thought that when someone votes, you're voting, your vote matters. And not that your vote doesn't matter, but your singular one-person vote does not matter, which is why I think we should abolish the Electoral College. My vote, me, does not. It could in some instances if I was like the, you know, the little tip that pushes the glacier, or like right on the cliff, the little whiff of wind that makes you fall off the cliff. That's the only how. Meaning, with the electoral vote, if you have 10,000 people and you have 5,000 vote for, so say you have 10,001 people in your state, which all of our states are bigger than this, and you have 5,000 people voting for this person, 5,000 voting for this one. The only how that my vote would matter is if my one vote swayed it. And I think it's even more complicated than that. Basically, winner takes all. So with that being said, there's also, you have to register. You have to be on the ballot in certain states. Now with Donald Trump and Joe Biden and all the other previous candidates that are still running, like for the Green Party, Libertarian, as I said, are on the ballot. Now, as far as Kanye West, he just decided he wanted to run for president. And with that being said, he cannot get on all of the ballots. I don't know, I kind of want to Google it. Kanye West. I don't know exactly how many states it is, but I think there's only like 19, maybe less than 19. Kanye West, states ballots. Let's do that. 2020. Here's what stars have said. No, we don't care about stars. Kanye West accent up and getting South Carolina. That's where he was at today when he made a plum full of himself. And we're going to talk about that too. Recently, Evan McMullen, who emerged as a popular Trump alternative. managed to get his name on the ballot in 11 states in 2016. Unfortunately for the fledgling Yay 2020 effort, the deadline for an independent candidate to register to appear on the ballot come November has already passed Indiana, Maine, New Mexico, New York, North Carolina, and in Texas. Together, those states represent 102 of the 538 votes in the Electoral College, missing out major prizes like Texas, whatever. Common sense would dictate the easiest path forward would be at least securing wins in countries two of the biggest electoral college, California and Florida. Basically, this is what I'm going to say because I'm not getting a direct answer. The likelihood of Kanye actually winning these states is very slim. And even if he does win the states that he can win, there is very little. He can't win all the states. So that even breaks it down even more. So basically, and I'm just here to say this and just point it out, if you vote for Kanye West, 9 times out of 10, your vote is going down the drain. It is just, I believe it is just a ploy to make you not vote for Joe Biden, for black people. And a lot of people say, well, what is Joe Biden going to do for black people? What is Kanye West going to do for black people? What is his whole campaign? What do we know about it? What has he said? What has he ever really done for black people? A couple things in Chicago, a couple donations here and there, but more than the most that he's done for black people is make us look like a plum fool. Like today, when he said Hariet Tubman freed black people so they could work back for white people, of course. I mean, that's clear, but the way he said it, why would you say that? He made it that way because who else were they going to work for? There were no black business owners or anything of that sort, so how would that have worked? But he just said it to underhand or undermine Hariet Tubman, one of the greatest figures, black history figures of all time. And my question is, why? What made you do that, Kanye West? What made you do that? Here's a clip. I don't know if I'm going to post it next to me or on the side of me or whatever. But here's a whole video of him talking.
Well, Hariet Tubman never actually freed the slaves. She just had the slaves go work for other white people.
Y'all, we leaving right now. And then he turns around and starts crying about pro-life and pro-choice. How he would have died. Really, the thing that gets me is, you guys should have walked out of that campaign, whatever it was, because it was a mess, when you saw his haircut. What is going on his head? Kanye West is mentally ill. He's been mentally ill for a very long time. And I really think he's making a mockery out of us as black people to even do this. He knows that winning is near impossible, and yet he still is trying to sway our vote. So within his music, he's entertainment, and I feel like at this point, this is serious. People are in cages. Children are in cages because of Donald Trump. Corona is as big and as bad as it is because of Donald Trump. As Joe Biden said, and as many other people said, President Obama literally left the blueprint of how to deal with this crisis for Trump, and he literally ignored it. Literally ignored it, and still wants us to open up today. But that's just, it's really a ploy to help Donald Trump win, because if you see the numbers, Joe Biden's gonna win. Don't be a fool and vote for Trump. And don't vote for him, vote for Kanye because he's black. Because if you want to go historically, there's these things called overseers. There were black slaves dedicated by master to watch over their other fellow slaves and whip them if they didn't do their job. Anybody can be brainwashed. Think of it like that. He's an overseer. So for black people, or for anyone that is thinking of voting for Kanye West, don't do it. If you're thinking about voting for Trump and then you switch to Kanye West, go ahead. Because they're going to the same thing anyway. But if you were thinking of Joe Biden, if you're a Democrat or on that side and you want to vote for Kanye West, don't do it. He's not going to help. He's not going to do anything to help. And his chances of winning are slim to none. All it will do is take votes from Joe Biden. I promise you, it's a ploy. His wife is best friends with Trump. And they try to say, well, he came in so he could undermine Trump. No, that's not what happened. Come on now. He's literally, and I'm going to pray. I say, instead of voting for Kanye, we pray for him. So that's really all I got on here to say. If you believe something else, if you gonna vote for Kanye, please comment below why. If you believe that I should vote for him, comment why. I am always open to discussions and always open to changing my mind. With this, I probably won't because he needs mental help. However, it's always that discussion that can be had. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And really, I want to have a discussion about this. So please, 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 please comment how you feel below. Share this video because a lot of people don't know everything that I just said. People should know this. I think that's really it here. Adios, vamonos.